Hi, it's me. Remember me? Cadus Betas. And I'm gonna be alone forever, so we're playing a dating sim on Valentine's Day. So, yeah, you know how it is. Camp Spooky. Stage of some of our dearest summers. Yes, I read that right. Back then, we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible. If I can read. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days, while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life can take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Heck yeah. I do have a few DLCs. So we'll see what's going on there.
This summer will be a good one.
Okay, hold on. I gotta think of who am I romancing this time? Who will I date this Valentine's Day? I know whomst. That, I thought that would give me some boldness, I guess not. Okay, there weren't a lot of bold items, but that's fine. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening, just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Okay, we're good. Joy Johnson Jojima. Yeah. A badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Arabi Mishra, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculus for Hewlett-Packard version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Aquino, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23 ? A Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who is profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. So it was clear, it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Break the ice by doing something unexpected on the bus. Start a fire. You want to start fire, huh? That's my specialty! I've been sussing out this bus for flammability and sustained fireball potential ever since we left. I think with the right amount of TNT and explosive anger, we could... Just then a voice comes over the bus intercom. Damien LeVay, for the last time, if you light the bus on fire, we will abandon you at the next rest stop. Fuck! Figures the bus driver would be fucking lame. Fine. Cadus, our fire's gonna have to wait. But I'll be looking out for you at camp when the time comes. Cool. We only had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Fine, let's go.
So if you don't know how this game works, you have little stats over here, and your stats, you need to get the right stats up enough to date who you want to date. And you do that by going to all these different locations that'll give you different stats. So we want boldness, so we are going to the haunted house. You decide to get your tarot cards read while you're in the haunted manor. The wicked old lady who offers you the surface said it'd be fun. The first card she flips over shows a photorealistic drawing of you flying on a hang glider directly into power lines. Is that good? You ask the psychic.
She wordlessly puts her cards away and vanishes into the darkness. It's probably fine. You gain +2 boldness and a fun new phobia.
Awesome.
You meet up with Damien to help him with what he claims is a charitable endeavor.
Yo!
I believe that all living creatures, great and small, deserve a fighting chance at life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why I've been making these tiny magnifying glasses to give to ants. Now they can fight fire with fire if anyone ever tries to use a magnifying glass to fuck with them. I've brought them the gift of flame like Ant Prometheus.
And you know what happened to Prometheus, don't you?
Yeah, he was worshipped as a hero and the inventor of the greatest of all art forms, arson.
No, he was chained to a rock.
In a sexy way?
No, in a horrifying torture where his liver was eaten every day way. But I assure you, your punishment will be much worse.
Huh?
What? Why, Camp Director Miss Weaving? I feel like I'm actually being reasonably good compared to my classic bad boy antics.
I don't know what sort of behavior is tolerated at Spooky High, but this is Camp Spooky, and I am going to hold you to my standards. You think it's an accomplishment to tone down the arson while encouraging it in ants? No, Mr. LeVay. You may be in high school, but at the end of the day, you are literally a legal adult, and it's time for you to face consequences for your actions.
Huh?
But that isn't what my face is made for. It doesn't want to face responsibilities. It wants to face shenanigans and knife crime and being a badass.
Well, until your face learns to behave, I'm afraid I'm going to have to confiscate it from you.
Ha! You can't do that. In fact, I'd like to see you try.
Have a nice day, Mr. LeVay. I hope you learn a valuable lesson about what faces are for.
My face?
1 second.
No, what the fuck? What the fuck? How did she do that? How am I talking? I don't have a mouth.
So Damien is understandably freaking out, but with no way to get his face back, the best way to come to his rescue is to convince him that this is a good thing. No more face, no more dentist. You know what the best poker face is? No face. Become a poker pro and make a fortune. Oh god. So another part of this game is you have to make choices. And you want to pick the choice that you have the highest stat of. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the stats are for this one. Because see, here's the thing, is I feel like either of these could be fun. Let's try this one.
Ah, shit. God damn it. That's not a bad idea. I'm pretty sure Miss Weaving put underground poker rings on her list of forbidden activities. But what is she gonna do? Take away my face? Already happened, baby!
With the gusto of someone with nothing left to lose, at least in terms of facial features, Damien sets up his illegal high-stakes poker tournament on the campground. Before long, an intense crowd of poker sharks, many of whom are also actual sharks, have assembled to try to take Damien's hard-earned stolen riches off of him. You instantly run into a problem. With no eyes, Damien is unable to see the cards. You're confused as to why this matters since he can still speak with no mouth. But things sure are wacky at Camp Spooky, and you're still not entirely sure how Miss Weaving confiscated his features in the first place, so you go with it. Every time it's Damien's turn, you look over his shoulder and let him know what cards he's not looking at. The problem is you're so excited to be this close to Damien that you're completely unable to control your volume, and you keep shouting his cards at the top of your lungs. What's all this ruckus? This disturbance will not be tolerated. Sounds as if someone is unable to control their volume and is therefore shouting at the top of their lungs. What are all these sharks doing breathing out the water? And seated at the card table? Mr. LeVay, are you holding an illegal high-stakes poker tournament with aquatic life?
Well, I was. But now that you're here to shut it down, I guess it's all over and everyone needs to leave even if they haven't been paid yet. Too bad, looks like I got caught.
No, what it looks like to me, as someone with 6 more eyes than you have, is that you don't particularly care about losing your face one way or another. But you do seem pretty distraught about having to give all your money away to these sharks, whom you, sir, invited in the first place. As such, I am now restoring you the use of your face, and you'll restore all these nice monsters the use of your money, which they rightfully, albeit illegally, won.
Damn it, Cadis, I lost all my money and I have this stupid face back. How will I ever get it all back playing poker with so many dumb facial features?
I have a PSA for you, my dudes.
Damien, Gambling will always lead you into disgrace.
You know my money is where my mouth is.
Believe me, because I'm Tubular Eddie, the anti-gambling aardvark.
You can bet all your money that gambling is no good.
The only safe bet is to bet all your money on the fact that gambling is no good. No shit, Eddie. I could have used that advice like 2 hours ago. Fuck. It's okay. Any lesson is a good lesson. Focus on the positives.
Let's rock
Anyway,
and roll.
I'm off to join some friends. We're gonna practice skateboard tricks and do drugs. Wanna join? Do drugs? Aren't you like a PSA aardvark or something?
I'm all in for this.
I'm an anti-gambling PSA aardvark. No one said anything about doing drugs. Radical. I'm starting to think you're not a good influence.
You betcha.
The aardvark disappears with radical guitar riff. Eddie's ambiguous ethics severely damage the fabric of your moral compass, and you lose -2 smarts and -1 creativity from the wound. Not radical. Yep, oops, off to a great start.
Can we go somewhere quiet for once?
Yeah, like a haunted house. Maybe we'll be better this time. That day you explore the haunted manor's basement, only to find it has a sub-basement. The sub-basement is full of haunted chairs and a staircase to a sub-sub-basement. The sub-sub-basement is a haunted wine cellar. The sub-sub-sub-basement is a haunted nightclub for ghosts who don't like wine. They serve haunted spirits. Ha! I think that's an alcoholic beverage. I don't know, I don't drink. The sub-basement to the 10th power. The sub-basement to the 10th power is a subway. You eat a foot-long Reuben and continue your travels. You eventually check a walkthrough and find out the haunted manor can spawn an infinite amount of sub-basements. You only make it as far as the 89th level, which is a dumb sub-blither room. You gain +2 boldness from the horrors you witness there. Awesome. Alright. Gotta drink a little bit to ready my vocal cords. Okay, we're good. You link up with Milo and Calculester, who are busy rebranding the spooky basement as a selfie crypt. Prince Damien I is helping by threatening the ghosts. I have outfit packs, and the one that it chose for Damien randomly changes his name to Prince Damien I. Just so you know.
Aesthetics.
Marvelous.
On point.
Marvelous. Now all we need is a desiccated corpse under that rose-colored mood lamp.
It's murder time.
You'll have plenty of corpses to choose from in a second. Except you won't be able to choose, because you'll be dead. Because I'm gonna stab you. I'm Jerry the murderer, by the way. We may have met.
I hardly blame you.
Kill me? Please, darling, can't you see I'm an immortal entity beyond the petty distinctions of life and death? I, too, am an unwise target for stabbing. Friend Prince Damien I gets electrocuted every time he tries.
Rad.
Great, that just means more stabbing for me. Let's get knifey, you hockey masked fuck. What? You kids aren't scared of my stabby knife? Well, that's fine, because I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to kill the vibe. Yeah, kids love the vibe, and I'm here to kill it. Axe Alexa, play Honkin' and Donkin' by the Polka Pals. Let's see your precious vibe survive these tunes. No, not my carefully cultivated vibe. It's a protected species. He put a Bluetooth-enabled smart speaker in his knife handle. This is a stab in the face to knife maniacs everywhere. I am upset because my friends are upset. We must escape at once. Quick, to the car.
Not enough memory to process this.
But camp is extremely nearby, friend Milo. What need do we have for a car? It's not just a car, it's a 1937 Delahaye Roadster, the only car aesthetically capable of sustaining such a critically injured vibe. This makes perfect sense to you for some reason. You all dive out the window and rush to the car, but when Milo turns the key, nothing happens.
What the hell, car? Drive before I slash your fucking tires!
It's not the car's fault. I'm afraid I only bought it to take pictures next to. I've never checked if it actually ran.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Here I come, kids. Hope you like wearing plaid and chewing tobacco. No! The life of the party is in your weirdly sweaty hands. You've got to find a way to get this car started. But how? It needs...
Like,
Shit!
why am I so bad at this? Why am I so bad at this game? You've been waiting for this moment your entire life. What's it gonna be? Sitting on your shoulders like a totem pole? Pulling a carriage with nothing but your teeth and the power of your unquenchable butt? Oh no, the best to rely on a classic. Wordlessly, you get down on all fours and motion the three of them to climb
Natural
aboard.
selection is coming for you.
You want us to ride you? That sounds dangerous and inefficient.
Yeah, Cal. I love it too. Let's do it!
Milo grabs a case marked "In Case of Emergency" from the car's trunk and opens it to reveal a gorgeous plush leather person saddle. It never hurts to be prepared. Let's ride Cadus like a hot new
That's
trend.
Damien style, baby.
Hell yes. Hold on, let me just grab some things real quick.
Prince Damien I disappears back into the haunted manor for a few minutes and reemerges with 11 matching suitcases in his signature shade of red.
Alright, I've got snacks, clothes, an air mattress, and a machine for printing counterfeit money. Let's get this road trip started.
Prince Damien I dumps all 11 suitcases on your back, completely crushing you. Maybe, during all those years you spent fantasizing, you should have considered working out. Your friends hop on board, utterly destroying your spine. You feel some bone snaps that you didn't know you had.
What's the matter? Why aren't we going anywhere? Don't tell me this car's broken too.
It is not a car at all, friend Prince Damien I. It is...
A broken car, I know. Feed it some gasoline and stick a key in its eye socket and see if it does anything.
It does something, alright. It causes you excruciating pain. My, what a disappointment. Any other ideas? Well, I can turn into an actual car and drive us away. I would have volunteered earlier, but I did not want to appear to be showing off. Calculus turns into a red Ferrari and drives off with Prince Damien I and Milo. You want to call out to them, but that's not very car-like behavior, and you're committed to your role. You eventually manage to crawl your way... You eventually manage to crawl your way to an auto mechanic, but that price-gouging son of a bitch charges you -2 boldness and -1 charm. Why? I'm so good at this game until I record myself. What?
I just gotta
Why am I
choose
bad?
the right
Why am I bad at the game?
Oh, it's just like my freaking
Romance life in real life. What's the word for it? Oh, whatever. I don't care. Words are hard. You're warming yourself by the fire, but being careful not to catch on fire this time. Long story, don't worry. When suddenly...
Joy, 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 you have to share!
Enough of this.
No, I don't. If you want a magical artifact of your own, then dedicate your life to saving the world, train in magic, and go on adventures to get one. You can't do none of that and then just demand that you get a turn with the incredibly rare voodoo doll, but sexy.
Huh?
But what if I really want it?
Then you should have thought of that before ignoring all of my requests for help, if not actively sabotaging my coven missions.
But I did all that before I knew there was going to be a voodoo doll but sexy involved. Now I want to help save the world.
Okay, next mission you can come along, and if there's an artifact that we get, then you can have a turn with that.
Fight me, dude!
What? No! What? No! Let me have it now! I have a medical condition where if I don't get what I want, I beat people up.
Oof.
I choked on my drink.
You better step in before this gets uglier than it already is. But Joy, the goddess said it's Damien's turn with the artifact.
This cannot be for real.
A likely story. The goddess would never be that irresponsible. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. She totally said I could have it. Why didn't you ask her?
Okay, maybe I will. I'll just open a portal to the goddess and ask her right now. True to her word, Joy does, in fact, open a portal to the goddess.
Come on, take a break.
Hello. Another day, another bath interrupted. What can I do for you, Joy? Goddess, I worked hard to get this artifact on my own, and now Cadus and Damien are saying that I need to give him a turn even though it's mine.
But Joy's had it this whole time and she hasn't even let me touch it. Because it's not yours.
Everything's chill.
Okay, let's settle down. Damien, you need to be respectful of Joy and listen to her words.
You need to learn to share.
But Joy, I think Damien should have a turn with the artifact, because even though that sounds horribly dangerous and could end the world, you need to learn to share.
Double ha!
Don't be
The two of
selfish,
you.
Joy.
If the two of you can't learn to get along and share, I'm going to have to take that voodoo doll but sexy away from both of you and put it back in the labyrinth of despair.
No, I can share, I promise!
Oh, thanks, honey.
Okay, good. Play nice, both of you. The portal closes and Joy reluctantly turns to Damien with a world-weary sigh.
Fine, take the voodoo doll but sexy. It's your turn with it, but give it right back and be careful. Are all its limbs supposed to come off like that?
I should have known. you'd
Damien!
fuck this
Well,
up.
now what are we going to do? Wanna just play video games on my Switch?
Sure. Using the valuable lesson the goddess taught you, the three of you take turns sharing the Switch. It's actually pretty fun. Fog.
I'll make my choices.
Because I need to get better at this game. Hola, welcome back.
Here for another free drink?
I can't do a freaking Mexican accent, I'm sorry.
Go nuts. Just remember to drink these dubious concoctions responsibly.
How's that?
Oh,
am I doing the accent okay? He's Juan the magical Latino cat. I can't just not give him an accent. He has to have, that's the rule. We're gonna go with the drink that gives me boldness because I need it.
Let's do some phobia shots, yeah?
You're doing great.
You know what they say, if you can't overcome your fears, drink them. Cheers to you. Doing that is surely bold.
That was strong.
This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao!
Oh, hey.
Alright. So now we have a ton of boldness. We should probably try to make sure our other stats are not the same number, because then I get confused. We've fucked up a lot because we picked the fun options on accident, so let's do that. Let's get more fun. You decide to go relax in the lake for a bit. Camp Spooky gets pretty crazy, so it's nice to just float on the water and chill. You end up falling asleep and wake up to realize you floated halfway across the lake straight into a crab rave. The crabs are just as confused as you are, but they invite you to rave with them and their party is surprisingly popping. You gain 1 invite to the next crab rave and +2 fun. You and Damien are lounging together, having a surprisingly chill time reading comic books.
This is gonna sound crazy, but can you pass me that one that doesn't have someone putting his fist through someone else on the cover?
Sup, loser?
Okay, here we go.
I gotta take a drink. Because this is gonna be a party with these 3 characters.
Wait, what's this now? You're going to read actual words that might describe something other than punching? Ha! What? No, who said that? I was just asking for the one without someone punching so that I could eat it, obviously. Uh-huh, right. What did I say, Dahlia? I told you he was getting soft. But not so soft that you won't still come to sand strangling and ocean kicking with us tonight, right? My biceps are ready to choke that sand right out. And I got special boots made with spikes on the bottom and the sides and the top so I can really show those waves who's boss. Well, that does sound great, but... Speaking of the ocean, I was actually gonna watch this documentary on dolphins tonight. I'm making popcorn and baking dolphin-shaped cookies if you want to join. Wow. You've changed, Damien. It's no wonder the wildfire hasn't appeared to you yet. What do you mean? I know you've been on the hunt for the elusive wildfire, and I know it's thus far eluded you. And I also know why.
You are unworthy.
The wildfire only appears to those who are badass enough to be worthy of its unbridled glory and untamed majesty.
No one is ready for Dahlia.
It's true.
Why did I do that?
It's true. I was just in the woods one day playing with matches, and suddenly out of nowhere, the wildfire just appeared. It was one of the most magical moments of my life. There's nothing like seeing a wildfire out in its natural habitat.
That was pathetic.
Too bad you'll never see it. Face it, Damien, you're just not metal anymore. Not metal? Not metal? I'll show them who's not metal, or I'll show them who is metal. It's me! I'm still metal! Now to prove it by becoming worthy of the wildfire. But how?
I think that's fun, and I think this might be creativity.
That's crazy
Yes!
enough to work.
Guys, we got one right! We got one right, guys! Oh my gosh! It should not be on the third encounter that I finally get one right. Anyway, fuck yeah! Of course! Nothing is more beautiful and poetic than the raging of a wildfire, so obviously a poem would attract it. But there are so many different kinds of poems. Sonnets, haikus, elegies. I haven't seen that one before, I don't know how to pronounce it. What's the most metal variation of the most metal art form? Ah! An acrostic spelling the word metal. It can't get any more metal than that, literally, unless I pack it chock full of metal things.
Damien contemplates his literary masterpiece for about 12 seconds before reciting it to you. His finished work. Hold on, I can't read. Damien contemplates his literary masterpiece for about 12 seconds before reciting to you his finished work. Got it.
M is for metal, also for meat. E is for everything spicy I eat. T is for the terror I inflict on the masses. A is what I kick, which is everyone's asses. L is for last letter in metal, and also for longest, which is how I describe my
Good.
Were you about to end a poem with a dick joke? How not metal. No.
Sure, Red Rocket. Anyway, it's not like poetry can't be badass. It's just your set sucks.
Aravi, melt this demon's motherfucking face off! Aravi and Hex, don't try to own us. Spitting critical rhymes with a +10 bonus. My name's Dahlia, and I've got 9 pecs. Call me I fuck Newton's I fuck Newton cause I invented sex.
Why was that so hard for me to read? Why am I having such trouble reading today?
Hell yeah, now that's poetry, baby. I don't know, I felt like it lacked the deep thematic resonance and emotional maturity in my poem, but whatever!
We're like masters of survival.
Thanks for having my back, Cadus. We'll lure the wildfire out yet. Maybe next time we do a tag team poem like they did, but with themes. Aw yeah, Damien said he wants to team up with you. You'll love to see it.
And you gain +2 boldness and +1 fun on the spot. Also, if it wasn't clear, I don't know what I'm doing for Dahlia's voice. I'm trying to make it not sound exactly like Damien's.
It might turn out.
Is it working? I don't know. Okay,
Let's boost our creativity.
that day at the Scouts. That day, why am I having such a hard time reading? You wouldn't know English is my first language. That day, all the Scouts make a braid chain, Jesus. As a team building exercise, you learn all sorts of new ways to braid hair. But the person braiding your hair accidentally ties an infinity knot into your head. There's no way to untie it. You can see into infinity. But right before Coach gives you the worst haircut of your life, you see how all of your friends will die. It's useful in helping you eliminate David Davidson, the doomed deer person, from your romantic prospects. What? You also watch every Marvel movie that will ever be released. You gain +2 creativity from witnessing so many plot twists. Can't imagine a worse fate than watching every Marvel movie to ever exist. Ugh. I don't like Marvel movies. You meet up with Coach for a supplementary lesson on how to recognize different types of trees from quite a long way away. When Damien stumbles into the building.
Good morning!
Damien, what brings you here? Last time I tried to teach you something, you said you'd rather eat your own teeth smothered in barbed wire sauce than listen to me.
Hey, noobs.
Yeah, I say a lot of things. Look, I might need your help. See, I was hunting a rabbit. Rabbits. The dolphins of the forest. How are rabbits never mind. Point is, the rabbit got the drop on me and now I have multiple wounds.
Really? You look perfectly fine to me.
Well, all the wounds are in my back.
Ah, that explains why they're not visible from the front. I'll have a look. Oh my. It looks like there's an axe lodged in your back. You said a rabbit did this?
Yeah, a goddamn scheming axe-throwing rabbit.
Ah, axe-throwing rabbits. The axe-throwing dolphins of the forest. But what about the spear protruding from your shoulder blade?
Well, remember how you said never to use a spear when hunting rabbits? I used a spear to hunt that rabbit.
Ah, that explains that. And this dagger between your ribs? Oh, ignore that. The dagger is an aesthetic choice.
Anyway, I wasn't really paying attention when you explained first aid last week because I was busy seeing if it was actually possible to buy barbed wire sauce online. But now I think it might be cool if you taught me what to do about these enormous bleeding wounds in my back.
Always believe in yourself.
Teach you what to do? Are you kidding? This is a valuable learning opportunity.
Damien, what do you think we should do about these wounds? Okay, look, I appreciate how you're just letting me bleed out here. It's pretty fucking cold, and I respect that. But also, I've lost a lot of blood, and I'm having a hard time thinking.
Lame.
So please, could somebody tell me what to do about these wounds?
You don't need some dumb old first aid class to know how to handle a wound. You tell Damien exactly what to do. Wound transplant. Bro, I don't know. I feel like the top one might be smarts, but I could be wrong. Oh god. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm closing my eyes.
That's crazy enough to work.
Shit! Your wounds are so needy. Always like, why? I'm a hole in your body. Cover me. Disinfect me. What a bunch of fucking prudes, am I right?
Oh dear. I'm caught in between my desires to provide you with a learning opportunity and my desire to not let you neglect your wounds.
Don't worry, Coach. I've already learned exactly what I need to do.
Oh, that's a relief.
Follow my lead.
Nothing. Oh no, that's less of a relief.
Get a life.
You fucking wounds, you think you're the boss of me just because you hurt like hell and you're not making all my blood come out of me? No, and you're making all my blood come out of me? Well, fuck you, I'm not intimidated.
Damien, I'm looking at your wounds right now and I have bad news.
Fight me, dude.
I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck about those wounds and I never will.
Well, that's exactly the problem. You see, by neglecting your wounds, you've made them even more desperate for your attention. They resorted to acting out.
Acting out?
Yes, they've gotten piercings and taken up smoking. It's a bad scene back here, Damien.
What? No! Smoking is for my standard orifices only. I won't have those fucking wounds stealing my cigarettes.
Monster Scout should know better.
I'm afraid negative attention is bigger than no attention at all, Damien. You've created an adversarial relationship with your wounds now, and they'll do anything to upset you. They've also started drinking and using bad words.
No! Fuck! If things keep going this way, my wounds will be more hardcore than me. This can't be happening.
Damien flees the scene to find a family therapist for his wounds. Coach sits you down for a lecture about how tough love isn't a viable medical technique. Why am I so bad at this game? What did I just got an achievement.
Hope there's 6
I just got an achievement. Okay. I don't know why. I'll look at that later. Gather around the campfire to sing a campfire song. C-A-M-P-F-I-R.
No! That's not fair and not true! Of course it is. I've known Scott way longer than you have. He and I were at Spooky High together before you were even added to our roster as a new classmate. You can't just ignore the value of that long-standing history. We have a backlog of misadventures you can't hope to match. Yeah, well, you'll never match the bonding experience of us going to the gym together as he gets buffed for sports as he gets buffed for sports team and I get buffed to destroy you and take back hell. Okay. But I always make sure I bring in freshly baked.
I can't read. Why can't I read today?
Okay, but I always make sure I bring him freshly baked dog treats from my dad so he knows he's a good boy. Well, I always make sure he's using the strongest, most buff-making gym equipment so he knows he's a gooder boy. And I help him with his homework so he knows he's the goodest boy. You only ever have the answers because you copy off of Liam. It's the thought that counts. I'm Scott's BFF.
This?
No, I'm Scott's BFF.
This is the same voice for both of them. This is the same voice for both of them. God damn it. It's fine. Huh. This argument doesn't sound like it's ending anytime soon. And although it's the most adorable one you've ever heard, the yelling is kind of harshing your campfire vibe. Better give them a solid criteria to prove who's Scott's BFF once and for all, so you can finish your CIMPFIRESONG song. Let's see, Scott needs a friend with a vicious cockatrice that he can unleash at a moment's notice for some fun havoc and mayhem.
Yes, of course. The thing I'm most known for beyond my temper and love for arson is my aggressive and huge cockatrice. One time, me and Scott let him loose at the mall, and there were Cinnabons. And one time he was under the cafeteria table, and one time we took him to Disney, and one time we took him to Tokyo, and one time we took him to Tokyo Disney.
I'm a pro!
Nothing says best friendship more than
Sorry. I'm really mature, okay.
more than a rock hard cockatrice. Hard as in no mercy, you know, like a hardened criminal.
I feel like you keep pronouncing cockatrice very strangely.
I see your confusion. I was also saying it wrong, but Polly explained it's from Old French, and that the correct pronunciation is cock, and then a really long pause, and then a tris.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes way more sense.
So it's like cockatrice?
Oh, you're a
Whoa,
pro!
your French accent is perfect!
Gotta go!
Thanks. I'm gonna go learn more French.
Why is that kind of humor like what makes me laugh? I'm really mature.
Yeah, I think that counts as her for forfeiting the friendship war.
Damien's back!
Scott's BFF forever!
Prince Damien, the first love for Scott, is so cute that you don't even tell him that BFF forever means best friend forever, and is therefore redundant. That's how much you love Prince Damien the First. You're not even gonna be pedantic. Wow. Awesome. Welcome back, friends. Here for another free drink. How about it?
Oh, hey.
What are we gonna pick this time? Let's get creative.
Imagination shots. Drinking this will expand your mind. It's pure creativity. The small unicorn is just decorative, but you can eat it if you feel like it.
Oh, okay.
Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails.
Awesome. Let's see if I can get literally any better at this
Today
game.
might turn out okay.
Let's see.
Let's get more fun. More fun, baby. You want to go swimming, but it seems like the god of the lake is in a bit of a mood today. It demands an offering before you can get in the water. The only thing you have to give is your favorite yo-yo, which you were playing with on the way here. The god of the lake accepts your humble gift, and is actually kind of relieved you didn't leave something boring like a dead fish or the soul of a mortal. So in addition to gaining access to the lake, the god blesses you with +2 fun. Yay!
I'll take a sip.
You're resorting your collection of Pokemon cards, thinking wistfully of Terry the Taxman. Oh, sorry, I misread it. You're resorting your collection of Pokemon cards, thinking wistfully of the Terry the Taxman you once traded for an Arctic colonialist, Ernest Shackleton, when you're interrupted. I forgot. I forgot I had that outfit for him. Okay, we're just gonna continue. We're just
There you are, Cadus. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Those words warm your heart more than any fire ever could. Even more, the wildfire for which Damien is presumably searching desperately once more. I'm sure I misread that, but we're fine.
I'm searching desperately for the wildfire once more.
And there it is.
Since you were such a big help last time, I thought you might want to try again. I mean, you weren't such a big help as to actually bring the wildfire, but I did appreciate your support and enthusiasm, and mostly, if I do find the wildfire, I'm going to need a witness to prove it. I realized our approach last time was all wrong. Yes, we pulled off something radical and metal, as only I could, and with you watching, I guess. But fire is most known for being radical and metal. Wait, no. But is fire most known for being radical and metal? Yes, of course it is. But it's also known for being dangerous and reckless, obeying no laws and fearing nothing. The wildfire will not appear to simply those who are radical and metal, or it totally would have already come to me.
Rad!
I need to do something truly, unmistakably dangerous and reckless to lure that sneaky wildfire out. Any thoughts?
You're so tempted to tell Damien that the appearance of wildfire is based on weather and foliage, not worthiness, and Arabi was just fucking with him. But doing that would be against your own interest, since it would cut short this valuable bonding time. So you make up some reckless, dangerous, stupid bullshit, because apparently putting your crush in danger is worth it for as long as you can do shenanigans with him. You should really do some introspection about this later, vis-a-vis your priorities. Wait, I don't know. And ethics, but for now, you pitch Damien the best idea you've got. Enroll in an expensive university and declare a useless major that has no job or security. So reckless. I feel like that's definitely smart, right? Travel, being driven by a cat. Cats don't give a fuck. This one?
Yes! Ugh. Feels good to get one right after so many wrong ones. Yes! I'm into it. I'm into it. And I can always scare up a Ferrari at a moment's notice because that's how badass I am. Where the fuck are we gonna get a cat?
Fellow organic
Oh.
life forms,
Hello, friend Damien. Hello, friend Cadus.
this cat is a good cat.
It sure is.
I found this cat in the woods, and I have been searching for the rightful owner.
Well, you found him. That's me, rightful owner of this cat.
Is this true, friend Damien? You do not seem like the type to voluntarily take care of a small, helpless creature with love and care.
Well, according to some people, I've completely changed. I'm no longer a hardcore badass. So I need this cat to lean into that and complete my transformation into a responsible, non-reckless person?
Oh,
I am so glad to hear that. I will return the cat to you. I feel like we have much more in common now that I know you care for this cat the way I care for my plants.
Yes, of course. And I'm not gonna do anything reckless or dangerous with this cat. Smash cut too.
Wait, did Damien just say smash cut?
Oh shit, that was a smash cut somehow. You're now speeding down a highway at 200 miles per hour in a Ferrari driven by a cat.
Driven is in quotes because the cat has no thumbs and its little paws don't reach the gas pedal, so it's a cat in the driver's seat and Damien's foot fucking gunning the Ferrari. The Ferrari crashes spectacularly, of course. You escape unscathed because you're the protagonist of your own life. Damien does a dive roll out of the Ferrari, clutching the cat to his chest.
that's Damien style, baby.
Whoa! I did it! I saved the cat, proving that although I'm a badass with a stone-cold exterior, I have a heart of gold. Whoa, that was actually pretty sick. Yeah, there's no way the wildfire can doubt the worthiness of that cat. It was the one driving the Ferrari. I'm sure the wild
ife? That's not me being crazy?
I'm sure the wild ife will appear to it soon.
We love typos.
Grr! I didn't even think of that. Don't worry, we'll get it next time and find that wildfire once and for all. Just watch us.
Us? We? Seems like Damien is starting to think of you as a team. Sick. +2 fun and +1 charm is all yours, baby. Hell yeah.
Can we go somewhere quiet for once?
No, why would we do that? Let's just go get some smarts just for the lulz. Doing Damien's voice is a lot like doing Undyne's voice. It destroys my vocal cords, but it's fine because I love him. While hiking through the woods, you're approached by an NPC who has a quest for you. You can tell she's an NPC because she only says the same 4 things over and over and keeps doing the same idle animation. The NPC's quest is to deliver a very important scroll to her father. She makes it extremely clear that no one else is allowed to read it or terrible things will happen. You read it, of course. Turns out it's her father's secret recipe to the perfect peach cobbler. Looks like her dad is never going to make that famed dessert in time for the NPC family potluck, because you eat the recipe scroll and gain +2 smarts. Love peach cobbler. Yummy. You're enjoying a generic off-screen activity when suddenly...
Noob.
Cadus, you're literally exactly the monster I was hoping to see.
Yeah, and you're covered in piranhas.
I think I finally figured out how to lure out the wildfire. After all, third time's the charm. Plus, I don't think I've ever seen anyone's schemes or problems or situations last more than 3 interactions.
You think back on your interactions at Camp Spooky and Spooky High and agree that, yes, conversations on a topic tend to happen either completely randomly or at most 3 times.
I tried to prove I'm metal, but we all already know that I'm metal. We tried to prove I'm reckless and dangerous. We all know I am. Problem is, those are qualities on the inside. They aren't objectively measurable. I need to do something that is categorically at its core of all those things. And ideally something that the old me that Ravi and Dahlia think is dead would have done all the time. You can't lure fire with fire, so that's out. Which means my second most tried interactivity is on the table.
Knives!
Crimes! Here we go. Crime time! Crime time! Crime time, yeah! I'm psyching myself up because it's fun, not because I've begun to doubt that I really am metal and reckless and cool since the wildfire still won't appear to me.
Yeah, that was convincing.
What crime do you think I should do? Not because I don't know enough about crime, or I'm not a crime expert and the best criminal ever, just because you've been a good hype person for me, so I want you to feel included.
Yet another very convincing show of confidence from Damien. But if your spicy red crush needs a little extra push, you're happy to help him out. You suggest the perfect crime. I feel like that's gotta be charm, right? Charm is my lowest, so odds are... the most popular crime among Gen Z, piracy.
Yes! Yes! Secret ending, baby! Fuck yeah! I've always wanted to be a pirate. Do we think I should chop off one of my legs so I can get a wooden one? No, wait, I already chopped off one of my horns. We should chop off one of your legs! No, there's no time. You're relieved.
You're relieved that he made that call. And the two of you immediately dive into piracy. You pirate all the shit. Movies, music, video games.
Losers.
Why are you playing a cute little computer game? I thought you were trying to become worthy of the wildfire.
Did you give up? It's okay to give up sometimes. Cause then I look stronger in comparison. 2 cops burst out of the bushes, panting as if they've just sprinted over.
We, says the taller cop, gasping for breath, we got a report of a total badass doing a heinous crime. Inscription said tall, buff, incredibly handsome, worthy of wildfire demon. Worthy of wildfire? The shorter cop asks. That must be a clue of some kind. W-O-W. It's about World of Warcraft, and that demon is on the computer! He's not playing WoW. He's playing the cult classic indie dating sim Human Prom, the taller cop says. We need to keep looking for this buff, handsome demon committing the heinous crime. Why can't I pronounce words? It's fine. It's me! I'm doing the crime! This game is pirated! I didn't pay any money for it. I just stole it from where it was hidden on a porn site.
So, that's the shorter cop. Everyone pirates shit nowadays.
Pirating media means that the creators don't get paid for their hard work and makes them less likely to be able to support themselves and or create more art for us to consume.
Taller cop snorts. Have you ever heard of the phrase ACAB? It stands for all cops are bored of art and don't care about creators. We don't have time to argue with a non-badass, non-buff, non-handsome, one-horned demon not committing a heinous crime.
And they're off. You're never finding that wildfire, Damien. That was so sad for you.
And for the creators of the world. Such a bummer. Anyway, we're gonna go be awesome people who the wildfires already appear to. Bye.
Ugh, what do they know anyway? Let's just buy a movie using actual money to support everyone involved and have a nice time watching it together. Hearing it out loud, I guess I really have chilled out a little. Maybe the wildfire will never appear to me after all.
That's Damien style, baby.
But I'm doing whatever the fuck I want, and isn't that what true badass does anyway?
You don't know. But you do know you're glad that Damien wants to do... You don't know, but you do know you're glad that what Damien wants to do is watch a movie with you. You immediately gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Why am I struggling so much with reading today? Bruh. Last day of summer is here.
Hey.
I'm glad we were able to get a secret ending for him, because I don't think we would have gotten a good ending otherwise.
Oh, hey.
go to check on Damien since he has been a bit blue after being owned repeatedly by Dahlia and Arabi. Hey, Cadus. Tell me honestly, do you think I've lost it? I haven't found the wildfire anywhere.
I'm a spicy red adult!
Yeah, you are.
I mean, I used to be the spicy red adult!
You're pretty sure no one ever called him that, but sure.
And now, I like it. Having found myself, being more than just fire and crimes. Feels good. But I also feel I've lost myself a bit. What if I'm not the person I used to be anymore?
You grab Damien's hand. You tell him it's not like that. Growing up and changing takes courage. You admire him, and growing up does not mean necessarily losing who you used to be if you don't want to. That makes sense. I can read.
Ah, so you meant I haven't found the wildfire? Because the wildfire has been inside me all along!
Well, it's actually because it doesn't exist, hence it can't be literally found, but yeah, sure, what Damien said too.
Damien's back!
Yeah, fuck yeah, Damien forever! The wildfire is within me. Time to unleash it!
Come light my fire!
Then he proceeds to start a wildfire indeed. Am I allowed to show that on YouTube? It's only showing like a little bit of booty, nothing like terrible. I'm not monetized anyway, I'm gonna show it. Then he proceeds to start a wildfire indeed. We like the new version of Damien. The passionate, fiery Damien is a version of Damien you like too. And that night you discover yet another new side of Damien. Oh dear. Yeah, that one's definitely good too. Cool. I'm still missing one secret ending. It's okay. I'll get there eventually. Hell yeah. Those weeks were gone. Felt like a hot minute, it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Oh, I haven't heard the non-copyright song for the credits. I turned that on because I wasn't sure. Like I said, I don't get monetized anyway, but I just figured I'd turn on the no copyright song. I haven't actually heard it before. This is nice. We're vibing. So yeah, that was Monster Prom 2, Monster Camp. I felt like I wanted to play something that would like fit the vibe of Valentine's Day. So don't worry, we'll get back to Subnautica shortly. It's fine. Let's just enjoy the credits here.
I am the bringer of a message just for you, oh live streamers of the world.
I love the credits for this game, they're so
I was
cute.
commissioned to write a song about your issues so you can
The
use
people who
it
worked on this
with
game
no
did such a good job.
conditions. It's a pinky promise. It won't strike you down, down, down. We won't bother you down the line. You will monetize. Streaming Monster Camp.
I'm not streaming,
You
but
won't get a strike.
thanks, appreciate it.
Playing Monster Camp.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You'll be just fine.
Thank you.
Streaming Monster Camp. You will monetize. Playing Monster Camp.
It's really funny.
You'll be just fine. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, yeah,
Hit the
same.
notification bell.
Yeah, do
Wherever
that.
You will make your favorite streamer stay a bit better.
I'm not a streamer, but
Don't you
same
forget
idea.
it. Like if making content wasn't hard enough to worry about this stuff, like losing all your revenue
I
or
don't-
getting your third strike,
I'm not monetized.
but not with Monster Cam.
Spotify.
My name is Claudia Martinez. Oh yeah. I made most of the music for the game. What did you think of it?
It's very good.
Come on, just go and buy it.
Okay.
Please
Where?
buy it, Dali and Damien have me looked up writing songs for Pentagram and they won't let me go until we sell 1 million copies. Streaming Monster Camp. You won't get a strike. Playing Monster Camp. You'll be just fine. Say goodbye to the
Oh, look at all those
streamlined
cuties.
version of the credit song. And remember, streaming Monster Camp. You'll be just fine.
Hell yeah. So yeah. It's Monster Camp. It'd be cool if we could make this like a tradition if I keep doing YouTube where I just play Monster Camp every Valentine's Day. That might be neat. Anyway, hope you guys have a good Valentine's Day, whether you have a partner or not. I'll see you later.